The Old Man and the Secret. In a quiet village nestled among rolling hills lived an old man named Elias. He was known as the village's poorest resident, barely scraping by with the few coins he earned or mending shoes. His small, dilapidated cottage stood at the edge of the village, surrounded by a lush garden that seemed out of place given his circumstance. Despite his poverty, Elias was always cheerful and willing to help his neighbors. Many wondered how he could remain so positive when he had so little. They often speculated about his past, thinking perhaps he had once been wealthy, lost everything. One summer, a severe drought struck the village. Crops withered, and the villagers faced a harsh reality of hunger and despair. Elias, however, continued to tend his garden, which miraculously remained green and free. The villagers, desperate for food, finally approached Elias to ask for his secret. Elias welcomed them into his garden and shared his story. Many years ago, he had been a wealthy merchant, traveling far and wide. On one of his journeys, he encountered a wise sage who gifted him a magical seed, saying, "This seed will bring prosperity and joy to your life as long as you care for it with kindness and generosity." Elias planted the seed in his garden. From that day on, he dedicated his life to nurturing it. The seed grew into a magnificent tree that bore fruits and vegetables of every kind. It never ceased to produce, regardless of the season or weather. Elias shared his bounty with anyone in need, believing that generosity was the key to true wealth. The villagers, moved by his story and his unwavering kindness, offered to help Elias with his garden. They worked together, and the village prospered once more. Elias' garden became a symbol of hope and a reminder that wealth is not measured by material possessions, but by the kindness and generosity we show to others. Elias lived out his days in peace, surrounded by friends and the flourishing garden that had brought so much joy to his life and to the lives of his fellow villagers.